Welcome once again. Myself Jyoti Tiwari and you are learning chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plants with me. This is the second part of the video. So let's continue our chapter. In previous lecture video I have told you the structure of flower as well as I have already explained you stamen and its structure. In stamen I have told you that there are sporangia present. So how this sporangia as well as microsporangia is forming. So uh, let's study the development of microsporangia process. For this again I am going to zoom the diagram. Please focus it. Now I hope you are capable to visualize the diagram clearly. So this is the transverse section of young anther. Transverse section of young anther. In previous video I have told you anther. So anther, there is presence of special type of cells called archisporium cells. Archisporium cells are a specialized hypodermal cells which give rise to two types of cells called primary parietal cell and primary sporogenous cells. Primary parietal cells form the layers of microsporangium. This is the developing microsporangium inside the anther. This is the stamen and this is the anther, and its transverse section has been taken here and zoomed you, and in this diagram there is formation of microsporangium is shown. How microsporangium are formed. Okay, so there is presence of archisporium cells which is further divided into two kinds of cell, primary parietal cells and primary sporogenous cells. Primary parietal cell form the outer layer of microsporangia sacs, which is epidermis, endothecum, middle layer, tapetum. You can see that epidermis is the outer layer. Epidermis is the outer layer. This is epidermis. It is thick and protective layer. Okay, and after that there is presence of endothecum. Endothecum is not continuous layer, means it is not covering the whole microsporangium. It is incomplete. It is incomplete. You can see that it is over here. It is over here. And the middle layer, the next is middle layer. Middle layer is completely surrounding the microsporangium sac. Completely surrounding. These, see the cell type of structure. Cell type of structure. Okay, these cell type of structure. And what is the role of epidermis? It provide protection to microsporangium. Endothecum, it help in dehiscence. Dehiscence means, you have seen that this part, I have told you connective tissue part help in connecting the lobes, means endothecum layer is helping in dehiscence, splitting the anther lobes. And middle layer is covering the microsporangium completely. There is another layer called tapetum is present. Tapetum role is to provide nutrition to the developing microspores. Microspores are those cells which give rise to male reproductive germ cells. What are pollen grains? We can simply call them pollen grains. So tapetum is a layer which provide nutrition to the developing pollen grains or microsporangium. Tapetum is of two types, glandular and plasmodium. Glandular is such type of cell which provide nutrition later after the formation of microspores. Here microspores are developed in the microsporangium. This is microsporangium, and inside it microspores are developing. So after meiotic division, glandular cell provide nutrition, and plasmodium cells of tapetum provide nutrition to the growing sporangial cells. Okay, and primary sporogenous cell give rise to the mother cell, which later form microsporangium, and microsporangium give rise to pollen grains, here lack of space, I am not writing the complete spelling. Okay, so this is the microsporangium cells. In next lecture video I will tell you how this pollen grains are forming and microspores are forming from the mother cell. Thank you for watching.